Welcome to the Not So Ideal Muslimah podcast. I am your host, Samina Bibi, and I am thrilled to embark on this empowering journey with all of you. In this episode, we're going to dive into the topic of Don't Talk to Me About Allah. But before we do, may I just take a moment to say I am so grateful for your patience and understanding during this brief absence. Life, as you know, can take unexpected turns, and your prayers have meant so much to me during this time. Taking off this time was so necessary, and Alhamdulillah, I return to you today, not only stronger, but also with a renewed commitment to this beautiful journey we share. In this season of my life, I've also embarked on a new chapter, right? Another adventure. And yeah, I've started my master's in psychology. It's demanding, it's challenging, and Alhamdulillah, I find myself utterly in love with the process. I mean, come on, Smina, who are you kidding? At time, I really consider, I really sit down and question where these decisions come from. And I feel like throwing in the towel, like it's coming to the end of the first semester. And I'm thinking, Smina, why? What is quantitative data and qualitative data going to help you with? But you know what? I remember the bigger vision. I remember the reason, the purpose behind it all. And, Alhamdulillah, it grounds me. It grounds me back, and I keep on going. And I'm so grateful to Allah for this. Now, before we delve into today's topic about Don't Talk to Me About Allah, I want you to just revisit our primary objective here, right? Of the Not So Ideal Muslimah. It goes beyond sharing stories. It's about helping you draw closer to Allah, right? It's about fostering a connection so deep that when life throws its curveballs at you, your first instinct is to turn to Him. Now, as I've navigated through this journey, I've noticed two different type of people, right? Two distinct reactions when discussing the importance of turning to Allah. On one hand, some individuals assert, I pray my 5 times prayers and I do XYZ, so I'm okay. And then on the other hand, some practically just shoo me away, like visibly uncomfortable with the conversation. And I get it. I honestly totally get it. And we'll dive into both of these a little deeper, right? So let's have a look at that first reaction. Those first group of people that believe they're doing okay on the surface, right? But beneath, there might be so many unresolved issues and they're reluctant to confront them. As for the second group, well, they might just not be ready to hear it. And that's perfectly okay too. At that point, when they're ready, actually it's all about Allah's timing. And when they are ready, those doors will open for them. And I always pray that. Now let's just talk about what I mean when I speak to you of your connection with Allah. It's not merely about quantity of your prayers. It's about Allah's significance in your life. Do you put Him before anyone else? When you wake up, is it to Allah that your heart turns? Expressing gratitude for another day, praying your morning dua? Do you engage in conversations with Allah throughout your day? And no, you don't have to look like those mad women, right? There are countless ways of doing it, and I promise you, in future episodes, we will explore these in greater detail. And then let's address that resistance some individuals feel when we talk about Allah. It could be rooted in fear, right? It could be that fear of facing reality, that one day they're going to stand before Allah. perhaps they even find the concept of faith boring, like an additional task that they have to do in their already hustling, bustling lives, right? Yet, if we look at it as another task to do, it never sits right, because this is reality. Like every moment we're living, we're getting closer to meeting Allah, right? We are all going to meet Him one day. And, right now is the time, not tomorrow, not tonight, right now. Okay, because the reality is one day you will meet Allah. And you want to live in the now and think, yes, this is it. This is why I'm here on earth. I'm here on earth to leave this earth knowing that I've done my best to be ready to meet my Lord. Okay? I remember, I think it was, I can't remember this Sufi's name. She was a woman. She was a woman Sufi in Turkey. It's not going to come to me now, but there was a saying of hers that went, God, like, if my reason for loving you is to go to Jannah, then give me hell. Because my reason to love you should be just to love you unconditionally, not because of something. Subhanallah. Like, Jannah is the reward, paradise is the reward we get. Yet, the reason to love Allah, the reason to connect with Allah, is to do it unconditionally without any conditions. Like, we know, subhanAllah, there's so many rewards attached to that connection. Yet imagine getting to a place where you are so close to Allah that you do it because you don't want anything else in life. And you can, honestly, if I can leave you with one tip today, is after this podcast, close your eyes if it helps. Move away a little bit from the distractions, from your crying child, from the nagging husband, the mother-in-law, anyone, right? Your work colleagues, anyone. Just a minute, right? A minute out of your 24 hours. Take it out and just talk to Allah. Now, if you've never done it before, it might feel so awkward. But you know what? Give it a go and try again and try again. And at one point, it will click. I pray to Allah it clicks for you. Because when you can find Allah, there's no going back. That is it. You are going home, subhanAllah. You are ready. You are getting ready to meet Allah. And those miracles that you used to see before in your life, they start happening again. You start realizing that there is so much more to life than what you had originally thought. What the world tells you this world is all about. How you can just get thrown into everything that happens on this earth. Yet ultimately, without looking more, and sitting outside and just gazing around you at nature and seeing that, wow, Allah, you created everything perfect. You created everything in such a balanced, harmonious way. And on my time on earth, I want to be compassionate to that. And I want to ensure that I am taking care of everything you've given me. Subhanallah. And here we are, right? At the end of this podcast. Me just sharing a conversation with Allah. Because it takes time. It really can take time if you're not ready. But please, give it a go, because it's not for me. It's not for Billy Joe down the road. it's for you. And I pray from the bottom of my heart that you get to always experience that connection with Allah. So, my friend, Jazakallah so much for tuning in to this episode of the Not So Ideal Muslimah, and to just say salam, I'm back on this podcast. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, okay? And you can listen to future episodes. And up until next time, may your connection with Allah be a source of strength, peace, and resilience in all the chapters of your life. Assalamu alaikum.